Vice President by saying that he says he'll want to say to you this morning that it gives me great pleasure to address this August joint meeting of Ministers of Information Communication Technology, Information, Meteorology and Transport in our vibrant city of Windhoek. You may recall that during the just ended 38th SADC Summit of Heads of States and Government, in this very same city under the theme, Promoting Infrastructure Development and Youth Empowerment for Sustainable Development, the chairperson of the Southern African Development Community SADC, His Excellency Dr. Hage Gottfried Kenko, President of the Republic of Namibia, pledged his total support and commitment in taking the SADC region integration agenda to new heights. Therefore, the meeting of this important cluster of SADC ministers dealing with soft and hard infrastructure, such as information communication technology, information, meteorology and transport, underscores the need to translate the development wishes of SADC into tangible results which are beneficial to the SADC community. In this regard, infrastructure development forms the backbone of our developmental agenda within the SADC region. ICT, information, meteorology and transport sectors are all integrally weaved into the intricate spider web of the SADC development contours and are therefore essential to consolidate and advance SADC's regional integration. Ladies and gentlemen, I am informed that the objective of the meeting of this SADC cluster, and particularly of the committees of ministers responsible for the mentioned subsectors, here today, is to review the progress which was made and identify the bottlenecks which are stifling SADC's integration agenda in order for us to resolve them. It is true that SADC has registered major improvements in the various sectors of ICT, information, meteorology and transport over the past decades. Particularly if we take into account that much of these advances were registered only after the end of the widespread military conflict in the Southern African since 1990 to date. For example, I am informed that in the meteorology sector, new satellite technology and climate modeling on supercomputers are improving Africa's ability to respond to drought, floods, storms, fires, and heat waves. However, more is needed for SADC to better cope with the effects of global warming. Particularly, strategic collaborations and technology with third parties from both developed and developing countries are essential for SADC to premise their policy planning on effective prognosis of the weather and other climate occurrences. In the area of information communication technology, SADC has been integrated with the rest of Africa and Europe via the West Africa cable system, which is an ultra-high capacity fiber optic submarine cable. This has resulted in access to fast, reliable, and effective internet connectivity in the region. The introduction of internet with its various applications such as Google, Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp that we are all familiar with has fundamentally altered positively our way of communication in the region. In fact, the internet alone has led to the reduction in communication costs as it has substantially decreased the usage of older and more expensive communication mediums, such as personal mails, fixed telephones, faxes, and so forth. Moreover, the introduction of the mobile phone device has redefined the craft of commercial business. Today, business can be conducted from anywhere other than the office, and other services can equally be provided in a similar manner. Similarly, in the area of information, whereas in the past we had very few sources of information, the dawn of new technology together with the positives also brought negative externalities, such as the proliferation of fake news, group hate speech, and dissemination of pornographic materials, cybercrime, and similar undesirable practices. The advent of these ground-shifting communication technologies and innovations therefore serve as a challenge for us to ponder on the appropriate policy and regulatory response by SADC governments, as the implications of the wrong usage and application of these inventions can in some cases go diametrically against the acceptable norms and values within our societies. Thus, I am happy to note that the senior officials and their colleagues have been working tirelessly over the years to forge synergy and coherence of policies and procedures in this area through coordination with various member states in the region. In this regard, I am told that progress has been made through the SADC harmonized model laws on cybersecurity, and also through the setting up of the computer incident response team. These are designed to build capacity within the region by establishing national computer incident response teams, and also to create more awareness via outreach programs among our citizens on cybersecurity issues.